I listed some dolls on eBay. When I say dolls, I don't mean anything like these. I'm talking our generation dolls. I listed a lot of stuff for like $1.99. Well, they ended last night, and immediately I was getting messages from California about the dolls that someone had purchased. And they were complaining, which they have every right to, about the eBay tracking. I mean, not tracking, but the eBay calculated shipping fees, like $30 from East Coast to West Coast for like a 2.5 pound doll. Maybe not much. Hi, everything. And so I was going through everything I had sold on eBay. I'm looking at it. Hi, Raphael. And dolls that I listed for, and it was a lot for $1.99. Some sold for $1.99. Well, guess what? I went trying to work things out with the shipping to lower the shipping cost for the buyers. And then when I looked into the seller part, oh my God, I was really shocked at what I saw. So I listed, this is what really bothers me with eBay. So eBay, they are robbing the seller and the buyer at the same time. Because guess what? I'm selling a doll for $1.99 and it sells for $1.99. For me, I'm fine. I don't care because I'm trying to just just get rid of it. I want to get rid of it because I have more than enough of dolls in my home. I'm trying to get rid of it. So I was fine with that. But the problem was I wasn't fine with was the fact that not only was I selling a doll, making no profit whatsoever, but I was being charged taxes, list seller fees that cost $4. So I'm not making a profit, but I'm having to pay $4 to sell a the doll for $2. So the doll is being sold to a buyer, and I'm fine with making no profit off of that. But the problem is I'm having to take $4 of my money to be applied to that in taxes, seller fees, and what they've done now is they combine the shipping costs with the price of the item you sell, combine it together, and then they charge you taxes for that. Um, and that's just no, I'm not doing that. I would rather take the dolls, donate them outside my door, or I would rather take the dolls and donate them to the homeless shelter, or yeah, not the homeless shelter, but to what is that? Battered women's shelter. That's it. I would rather donate the dolls to a battered women's shelter. So I had to, because I'm not paying that much out of my pocket for something that I'm selling that cheap. So um, I had to refund. I refunded people. I refunded them their monies that they put into it, and I had to send them a message letting them know what it was because this is where the part that really where eBay is really cheating the buyer and the seller. Um, the buyer and the seller, you both of us are being charged taxes. So eBay's charging taxes for both the buyer and the seller. And then they are charging all of these other fees. You know, that's a bit much. I think that's ridiculous. And the eBay, they didn't charge you taxes. You weren't doing that. Also, for example, as a seller, I've already paid taxes on the product when I bought it brand new. So I have to turn around and pay taxes again for selling it on eBay. So it's very conflicting. But if you list anything, whatever it is, if you list it for only $1.99 on eBay, you are that's going to mess you up as a seller because you will have to deal with the seller fees and the taxes, and it's going to cost you $4. Now, that's not including the $2 that's going on the item that you've already sold. So it's absolutely crazy. Tin Man. Hi, good to have you back. Haven't seen you in a while. Don't know about the AG sisters. Okay, so you've definitely been missing for a minute. I talked about the AG sisters video last year. Rewind time, go back to last year, and I did that. Mm, so yeah, but it with the doll stuff, um, they brats. Oh, hmm. Okay. I'm only reading comments that are dog related, so I get that. I did talk about that. I did a video a few days ago, a live, where I was on the American Girl website and I was looking at historicals. There are three historicals that were on sale, and everything about them was on sale. Those three dolls were Julie, Claudie, and Josefina. The version of Josefina that's out now is to be forever. And I'm really kind of, after doing this 16 years, you kind of get know the weave of the pattern that American Girl launches. Especially right now, they're dealing with very critical times. So I wouldn't be surprised if those two historicals retired. They did the more elaborate collector version of those. Um, and then so and then the Truly Me dolls. The majority of Truly Me dolls, as you can see, it says sold out or limited quantities. And I said in a video a few days ago that live that those limited quantities mean that that would no longer be coming back in stock. Anything that says limited quantities, it is not going to be restocked. It's bye bye. It's gone until they decide to re-release it again or something like that. But moving back to the subject, I myself buy on eBay. I call it when I'm downsizing my doll collection. You know, I call it recycling. So it's like I will sell some dolls to have more doll money or something, or I will use it to go towards something else. So, like the boxes that you see behind me, this is stuff that I've had listed on eBay or selling that's going toward that. I am not keeping all of this stuff. Everything you see behind me used to be in my storage unit. It was climate controlled, of course. Um, but now I'm going through everything and downsizing and letting go. But the problem is that I'm noticing I had to Google, and for those of you who don't know, that the Postal Service has gone up on their fees again. And so people are not being aware, they're not being aware that they're having to pay more for shipping because USPS has gone up on their shipping. Um, I did have to do a screenshot of that. You can Google it, and it shows up there as verification where they have increased their fees, especially with what is that, Ground Advantage and Priority Mail. Fees have gone up. And you're going to see that especially reflecting on eBay. Um, with that being said, they're also doing what they're doing with seller fees. The seller fees are ridiculous. The taxes, the percentage you pay, you're basically paying 30 30% of what you sell goes to eBay. 30% of that, and that's just it's good. Plus you're paying taxes. So 30% of your listing from what you sell, and you're paying taxes. And the thing is that that 30% also includes the shipping cost as a seller. So that is just absolutely crazy. I have to pull up my computer so I can see other comments. Hi, Richard. How are you doing? All is well. Yes, Julie has been around since 2007. I thought, yeah, that's how I felt. And then they kind of did like a slight rebranding of her, re-release for her, and a slew of accessories. But for this St. Patrick's Day sale that we just went through. Happy late St. Patrick's Day, everyone. Um, I noticed that everything, Julie, the doll herself, Claudie, and Josefina, all three dolls were on sale. Um, and that includes pretty much the majority of what's left of the Truly Me dolls. The Truly Me dolls are $92. The historical dolls were like $100 basically. Oh, summer has been on sale so much. The last time I saw Girl of the Year on sale this many times was Isabel. When Girl of the Year Isabel was available, she went on sale, and that doll was on sale so many times. She ended up being down to like, I swear, I think I got her one time for $55. And I think when she went down to that price, I bought my friend Shirley one for Christmas, and I got myself one. And I bought, it was somebody else I bought one as well. I remember getting three. Two of them were to gifts, to give someone. So to see Summer, all this year, since late last year, early this year, throughout this period of this year, Summer has been on sale so many times at $100 price range. It's crazy. So that tells me for some whatever reason, she's not selling well. I thought about her outfit with her rainbow colors. As you can see, Summer is right there. She's beside Maritza. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, no, you can barely see her. You really can't see her. So I'll turn my camera around and show her to you. Okay, this is Summer. There's her dress. So I thought to myself, well, is it because, you know, some people don't like her rainbow colors? But the thing is, I was like, no, because honestly, all little girls love rainbows. So all little girls love rainbows. With that being said, I don't think no one would take it or put it in a category, if you will, or what have you. Because when I see summer, I don't, my mindset isn't thinking like that. I just know that little girls love beautiful, vibrant colors, and that's what they like. Um, so for whatever reason, summer apparently is not selling as well. But then again, I think there's a problem with the whole brand. And they're going to, as I told y'all probably a year now, that the American Girl was going through a whole rebranding due to a substantial amount of price drop. But if you're selling on eBay as a seller, I have to tell you, please count into consideration um, that 30% of what you sell, hi Jay, um, is also including the shipping costs as well. So you're looking at both of those going in together, and eBay has taken 30% of that combined, which is stupid, ridiculous. They're also overcharging sellers for shipping a lot. When I went in and I tinkered a little bit, I was able to get shipping down from $44 down to half of that, basically $24, $20 cheaper. So I was able to get my seller where they purchased $2. I was able to combine that, fit them in the larger size priority box, and have them wrapped in tissue paper and send them to the seller. So I got those, they sold, they paid, boom, shipped them out this morning, that quick. Um, I'm reading 10 Man Lovers comment, 10 Man Lover 1994. Um, I know, but you know what's shocking? Lila. Lila had apparently sold out, and now she's on what they call back order. Um, and I thought, well, why are they going to keep Lila in stock? You know, she apparently sold out at the company. I don't know. I'm guessing she's doing well since her year has kind of retired. I don't know. I think they might do this here also with possibly Summer. I mean, they did it with Corinne. I mean, I got. Oh, never mind. I can't talk about that, Corinne. The price I got her for. I forgot. Almost slipped. But anyway, I'm going through stuff, and it's for me to, I can't, if I wanted to sell something for $2, that's fine if the seller doesn't mind covering the full cost of shipping. But I sell something for $2 and they were complaining about the shipping. So going through that and then looking at the cost of shipping, I was having to pay the taxes and everything. So I ended up not only losing the price I was that I was selling the doll for, but also having to lose a whole nother $4 that would come out of my pocket. That's not how I want my account to function with eBay. I want my account. I want it to sell where I can just come out pretty much. I don't care if I make 25 cents. I'm okay with that. That's fine, long as I'm not having to spend any extra from my pocket trying to sell something to get rid of it. That's why I had listed it cheap. So I had to go through my eBay and increase prices starting at $4.99 and up, so that way I could at least, just come out break even. Because I mean, honestly, if it was someone that was near me where they could pick it up, I wouldn't even sell it on eBay. I'd be like, you know what, you can have it. Just come pick it up. It's yours. Because that's why I've listed so many of the stuff things I've listed. I listed it cheap because I'm just trying to get rid of it, get it out of my way. I don't have to deal with it. I mean, I could put it outside my door, let the neighbors grab it. I've already done that. But or I could, I don't want to, waste my gas. Aside from that, as being an eBay seller, the taxes and everything that you're having to pay with that, then you have to turn around and you have to drive to the post office. So you're looking at gas as well. So I'm losing a lot more than what I'm gaining. So when we start talking about my gas and I'm having to pay out of my pocket for this, no, that's not go. That's not working. Mm. Oh, yeah, yeah. Where they put a American Girl doll head on an Our Generation posable body. Yeah. Um, I don't know. It's just, I want to say 10, 12 years ago, YouTube, eBay, all of it, it was just so much better. I mean, it really was. YouTube, you didn't have people like trolling into your account, acting like they got their education from a backyard barn with stupid stuff. You didn't have that back then, and now they make channels all about that. It's crazy. I mean, it just shows the lack of intelligence that our nation is just whew, right down the toilet, obviously. But eBay, and the thing is, if you're a buyer, so I buy on eBay as well. Okay. Um, I got a message from my dog channel. Russell says they're coming. They don't see their comment. I don't know. It could be words in the comments or things like that. I've had Jareen comment, and later after the live, I had to go through and look at what they have a little section called held comments, and I would find stuff there. Um, since 2023's um, internet stalking stuff, um, my brother-in-law who worked for the feds did a lot of stuff with my account with my and computer as well. So a lot of stuff is blocked out and things like that that are preventative measures. So I don't know. I didn't ask questions. I just let him do what he does, and that was that. Anyway, moving on. I noticed when you're a buyer, we all love to buy things that we love. So if you're also a purchaser on eBay, you're paying taxes, you're paying elevated um, fees as well. So the end of the day, it's eBay is cheating its buyer and the seller as well. They're charging both people taxes for the same item, which most likely they're putting in their pocket to make it look like it's coming from you. I mean, yeah, coming from you going to government. They're talking about government expenses, and they're making that enough for themselves and others. It's ridiculous. They make enough money as it is. Now they're doing what I call hidden fees because they wait until they don't charge you for listing your item, but you're charged after the it ends, and then they want to charge you a fee, which is basically about 30% of what you sold the item for, and 30% of that is what the item sold for and the shipping price. So you're being overcharged for that as well. But not only that, the person who's buying from you is also being charged extra in shipping and taxes as well. So it's crazy, and this has been going on. I know some people want to take it with the political aspect, but this was happening last year. It started last year. In January of this year, Um, okay, so January of this year, USPS, the Postal Service, they went up on their shipping costs again. Um, so it's just pick and choose, but honestly, when you are listing what you're selling on eBay, if you do it properly, you are putting up the size of the box, you put in the measurements of the box, how much it weighs, etc. And so that way they can properly calculate shipping cost. So this way both parties know. So if you're buying, you will know roughly how much you're going to be charged for shipping costs. But also, if you're a buyer, you have to understand on some of this stuff is crazy because I've seen like Cabbage Patch Kid where they're charging 80 some dollars for shipping. Now, and they might not know it unless you bring it to their attention. And so the person from California, I went on the USPS.com to check out the shipping. I had copied their zip code. And to calculate shipping, I put my zip code, I put in their zip code, gave me a whole different number. In fact, from $44, it went down to 24, and I was like, okay, I got to figure out how to do this. So I went back through to send them an invoice, and I redid. I said, okay, I'm changing the box. So I got, again, I said, like I said previously, I got the large priority mailbox, and I think it's 12 by 12 by 6 or 7, something like that, maybe 8. Um, and then it just reduced the shipping immensely. And so I'm pretty sure eBay should refund them the difference back. Exactly. Yeah, they can fit. An 18-inch doll can fit in that because you put them in like a sitting position and lay them in sideways. But I wrap them in tissue paper and lay them out where they fill out a corner, and then another doll can fit in the other corner. So you can fit two dolls comfortably, very, tightly and comfortably. Um, so yeah. Um, oh well. So that's that. So if you're on eBay, you're buying, selling, that's a little information in case you don't already know that is new and what's going on. This way they don't. This way you can let your buyers know that you do not personally put in the shipping that's being calculated. It's according to eBay by the size of the box, the weight of the item, and yeah, weight, size, all of that stuff. If it's done properly, you do not put the fees. You do not create that because automatically they'll you. For those of you who are eBayers, you know that once the item sells, that you get an email that's telling you your item sold, and if you're the buyer, then you get a email or message saying that the item you bid on you won, and then they show you the price that you had to pay. So, good luck with that, everyone. Wish you the best. And I hadn't planned on coming live today. I didn't plan on doing a video about this, but I know that a lot of the people who are buying from me are people who watch me here on YouTube that collect dolls or buy dolls. So that's why I wanted to do the video on here so people would know that. Also, when I'm selling something, I can add this video into the description of the doll that I'm selling because I want people to buy the doll or whatever I'm selling the cheapest price possible. That includes everything with shipping and price, but I don't, people bid. If they want that item, if it's in high demand, then, they'll bid higher. Of course, that's how it works. It's like an auction. Um, But no, my purpose is I'm not selling dolls because I want the money. I'm selling them because I want to get rid of them, literally get rid of them, so I can have my own space to myself so that I can feel more comfortable in my home without this overboard of extra that I don't have anywhere to put. So, everything I've been listing, that was the purpose of it. If you see it listed at a low price, it's because I'm not trying to make money from it. I'm just literally trying to get it out of my hair and get it out of my home so I can continue enjoying what I like to do artistically. With that being said, also, I plan on having a shift happening on my channel. When I say a shift, um, I want to get back into making dolls. So, in other words, you may start seeing less makeovers. I do have a few American Girl dolls. I have one, two, three or four I want to make over. Haven't had a chance to yet. Right now, I'm doing a couple of um, dolls that I've been commissioned to do. So I'm working on those at the moment. Oh, thank you, Richard. That's wonderful. That's wonderful what you're doing, celebrating the memory of your mother. I know she's truly missed, and I know she fought to be here because I remember very well being on video chat with you while you were going through such an emotional and painful loss. But from being with you on video chat, one thing I know for sure is that your mom fought to be here as long as she possibly could and then some. Very strong woman. She put up a fight. Um, it was very emotional for me to be with you and to be a part of her leaving us. I remember I had to take a week off of everything and just be to myself to get through that. You're sweet, Richard. You're really sweet, honey. But if it can hold, let it hold. Um, right now, I am trying to downsize as much as I can. And for any of you that are buying from me on eBay, if you've seen price, I have to start selling things at $4.99 up. That way, I don't have to be paying anything out of my pocket. That's going to go toward the taxes and the seller fees. At least at $4.99, their percentage and no taxes. It'll be enough where I can just come a clean slate, where I'm not paying anything extra out of my pocket to get rid of it. And for those who don't, please know that I put in the accurate measurements of the box. I do ship priority mail to make sure that it gets there as fast as possible. Um, I had one gentleman, he's known on Instagram quite a bit and Facebook because he's in a lot of the Barbie doll groups. And he bought an Integrity Toys doll for me. It was an ITBE doll. And I will show you. My boxes look like this. So I order my boxes brand new like this by bulk from USPS.com. So that's why I ship only priority mail. I don't have any other boxes, so I order bulk when I'm trying to get rid of half of what I own. So I have those in different sizes. So I shipped him a doll, and he complained about the box being too big. And he said that the box arrived beaten, with holes in it and things like that. And I'm not. That wasn't me, because I get my boxes brand new. Get them priority boxes by bulk. I get them brand new in the plastic. When I sell a doll and I ship it priority, it comes in a brand new, fresh, clean box. And I ship it. I let them know that it is fragile, non perishable, things like that. And so they usually put a stamp says fragile, because I told her today when I shipped out 4 boxes today. I told the young woman at my postal service that I had I've had a couple people complain about their packages. I said I'm sending them priority mail, and I ordered the boxes online directly from the postal service, and they're getting their boxes. They're being beaten. They had like holes in them, stuff like that. I said, that's not what they pay for. I'm like, I order priority mail to ensure my buyers, that the dolls that they get from me or whatever they buy from me is going to arrive as fast as possible and in as good condition as possible. Quick, fast, and safe. That's very important. Um, on my eBay, I had a seller. I bought a corn silk Cabbage Patch Kid. It was this one. And I washed her and had to do her hair. This doll was in the box, never opened. And when she arrived to me, she was not shipped in her box, sealed inside the box. She was attached to the back of the cardboard. The panels of the tape were busted open, and the doll was exposed, and she stunk. And we all know how sensitive, well, not everyone knows, but to the majority of my viewers know how sensitive I am to smells with my allergies and things like that. And so I had to wash the doll, and I complained to them about the box. I was like, why was the doll not shipped as it was described? In the photos of the listing, the doll was like these Cabbage Patch Kids right here. It was inside the box, never opened. And what they did was the outside box, like here, they took it all out of her packaging and then put it inside a box, taped it up and closed it, and shipped it to me. That wasn't supposed to have happened. And so this seller acknowledged that, and then they said that it must have been one of the people that was with them. I'm like, well, you didn't send it to me the way you were supposed to. And, they didn't offer a discount. They didn't. Um, so they wanted to know what I did with the doll. I said, she's in the washing machine. So I took a picture of the doll in the washing machine and sent it to her. And then she called me a liar and said that I didn't put that was a different doll that wasn't hers. I'm like, this is the doll you got me. I'm like, okay, obviously this person doesn't know what I have or what I don't have, because I have a lot of Cabbage Patch Kids. I always have. I've always loved them. Anyway, she made up a bogus excuse trying to say I was trying to scam her to get it for free. Crazy stuff. So I did comment and respond to her. She should be very happy I didn't post up screenshots of the conversation we had. So you do get good sellers and buyers, and sometimes you just don't. Sometimes you just get people who just piss all over you and call it rain. I mean, that it is what it is. Anyway, I was all right. I was okay with, the doll not being shipped in the original packaging, because I was going to take her out anyway. So I wasn't going to cry about spilled milk. I did, because she said the doll had never been opened and things like that. But she was making it very dramatic. Um, and she tried to say that I was lying about the doll having odors or smells. And I told her, I says, I can assure you it smells. It was very like a musty scent from a closet or a basement, or maybe just not a well ventilated home. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I was just, she got pissed off at me because I left negative feedback. I didn't want to do that, but it was quite obvious that the conversation was a dead end road, and I just didn't have the time and energy to continue investing into it. It just wasn't worth it. So I just said, screw it and be done with it. And that's what I did. Um, so that's that. How's everyone doing? It's kind of like, okay, just move away from that. Don't want to talk about it no more. Want to be done with that. Let me think. I'm trying to, as I said before, I am downsizing my dolls right now because I can't, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I can't. I can't. Am I going to be a doll artist? Probably as a hobby. This has always been a hobby. My content here has always been pretty much about me sharing with you tutorials, how to repaint your doll, how to give it new life, or, use your own imagination. That's what it's for, to create your own design, things like that. Where I took doll making classes and sewing, all of that kind of stuff. I try to let this be my creative channel where I just share that knowledge that I've learned over time with you, and to share with you the process of when I make a doll, or if I'm going to make one over from repaint or restoration start to finish. I'll show you the products I use. Um, One thing I thought about today was how people are still using fabric softener. Okay, so the first thing I thought about was um, American Girl dolls hair. They're wigs, all right. I wear wigs. This is my real hair. Okay, this is all my real hair. But when you see all that long glamoury, no, girl, honey, that's a half wig, or what they call insta weave. But you know the instructions. Also, I went to cosmetology school. I went to cosmetology school 2 years. All right, I was advanced in corrective hair color and extensions and things like that. So, um, when it comes to synthetic hair fiber, it tells you on the tag. So, how many of you out there buy wigs? Synthetic wigs. If you do, then you know when you go to a beauty supply store, you know that tag that comes with synthetic hair extensions or synthetic wigs, half wigs, whatever, synthetic hair. They give you a card that shit tells you instructions how to maintain the synthetic hair fiber. Also in cosmetology school, people would come in that would want their wigs cleaned and refreshed. So you use shampoo that's been diluted with warm water in like a sink, a basin, container, whatever, and you immerse the wig or synthetic hair into warm water with diluted shampoo. I like to use a clarifying shampoo that's extremely diluted with a lot of warm water, and just gently, massage, swish the hair into it to clean the cap, to clean the hair, the synthetic fibers, all of that. Fabric softener is not a safe product for your skin. Fabric softener is anything but safe for your actual skin. Um, that is why, even for years, wigs instruction says after cleansing, and usually with a wig or even like an American Girl doll wig, I've showed tutorials on how I clean it under the sink, gently. You don't use hot water. You don't use extremely cold. You use warm water, but not too warm. More on the cooler warm side. Um, and then you clean it once it's been thoroughly cleansed of any kind of oil product or product. Period. Then you can take some hair conditioner. It can be cheap stuff, whatever, and dilute it with some little water to soften up the synthetic hair fibers. Um, I remember back 12, 13 years ago when I started YouTube, after getting into American Girl my first 2 years, I would always hear about a Downy duck. And people would buy Downy, and thank you, Jay. And they would dip their doll's wigs and let it set into a bowl of Downy fabric softener. Which I get it, you think it's good for softening fibers, but it's really made for fabric like this, like synthetic fibers, polyesters, cotton, things of that nature. But it's not a safe product for your skin. Um, and I remember when I was getting dolls from people from all over the United States, and it would be a Pleasant Company doll. Um, and I remember you could smell the hair. Oh God, it would smell just like Downy, which is a nice fragrance for an air freshener. But it really is not the best. It's not the safest or the best product to use. So that's why I did tutorial videos to show you how you could do that with your synthetic fiber doll wig. Um, this way it's safer. You can do it with your hands. But if fabric softener works best for you, no, I don't recommend boil washing on an American Girl doll wig. I think a steamer is much better. I have videos where I use a steamer, and I have to take kudos. I don't take credit for that. Um, Ben from Long Island, New York, he told me about the steamer and showed me how he used the handheld steamer on his American Girl doll's hair and got rid of all the frizz. So that's not an idea that I came up with. That was from one of my viewers from New York. God bless New York. I love New York. Haven't been yet, but I love you, New York, because a lot of my viewers are from New York, and I get a lot of support from viewers and people in New York. So I'm very grateful to you. You've been the number one state of my viewers for a decade or more. So I'm thankful. Thank you, New York. I love New York. Um, so yeah, so with using fabric softener, put some gloves on. If that's what works best for you, who am I to tell you don't use it? I'm just saying put some gloves on to be sure to be safety for your skin. All right. With that being said, right now American Girl dolls are cheap on eBay. Macari had went up on their prices as well. They went up on their prices big time. They went up on, then they started doing the same thing as eBay, taxes and all this crap. And, it's ridiculous. Um, so, yeah. All right. Sorry, it was notification. Um, so, right now, American Girl dolls are pretty cheap on Macari and eBay. Just note that if the shipping looks extreme, contact the seller before you buy it now. Please do pay attention to how much it all costs if it's buy it now. Pay attention to the shipping cost. If it's not free shipping, um, just pay more attention to those type of things. Um, so yeah, okay. I think that's pretty much all I have to say on that to deal with that. Because they kind of go hand in hand when it comes to doll cleaning and stuff like that, or with eBay, buying a used doll. Um, yeah. So just know that if you're someone who likes to buy on eBay, just know that the sellers also have to. We're going through stuff. I'm a buyer and a seller at the same time, so I see good and bad on both ends from personal experience. So good luck on your endeavors. It was good to hear from some of you. I wish you all the best. Until next time. Oh, I am letting you know, come July, I will be MIA for a while. All right? So just letting you know in advance. But anyway, to everyone in my membership, don't worry, I will have some content. The content I'm working on is stuff that I'm doing for memberships only, um, where I'm creating, designing. So yeah. And so for those of you that are in membership, I have two new people in my membership. So glad to have you. I hope you enjoy the content that I will be providing, that I have provided, and will continue to provide for members only. So, in the meantime, until next time, I wish you all the best and enjoy the rest of your day, your evening. So, bye. Hi, Paris. Oh, by the way, check out her YouTube. She's got some cute stuff. She's got really cute short videos of her new American Girl dolls. Yeah, she now has quite a little collection building up. It's quite a collection. It's building quickly. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. So everything's well. All is well with everyone. So wish you all the best. You know, I do want to say one more thing. I actually want to show it. I want to continue to say thank you. Someone gave me this as a gift probably 10 years ago. And I wanted them to see that. Crystal B. I'm not saying her last name. I believe she's in, I think she's in Kansas. Okay. So this is from Crystal B. She's, I have not heard much from her in anytime recently, but yes, I came across this and I remember her giving me this. And this shows I remember every person who's ever given me a gift, because when someone takes the time to show you or to let you know that they think of you, that they appreciate you, that is not something I take for granted. I am very, very grateful to my viewers and for those of you who given me gifts, like Richard and Richard's mother. Very grateful. But yes, this is when I was dealing. I had done went through my bout with lymphoma, um, but many members remember that. So, Crystal B, do you remember giving me this? I just want you to know I still have it. Yes, I wear it. Probably not all the time. I probably should wear it more often. It's very pretty. But it was called Angel of Hope. And it says, this angel expresses much more than you think. That's why she is covered in stones that are pink. She wants you to know that however you feel, the power of prayer can help you heal. So don't be discouraged. You aren't alone. For God's love will help you to face the unknown. As you overcome, comma, take the time out to pray, comma, and you'll find your hope is renewed day by day. So Crystal had got me this as a gift, and I still have it. And if you look, I used to have nails. I used to always have long nails. So if you see my old videos, you know I always had long nails. But yes, I would take it out, and I have worn it, and I still do sometimes. But I thought about Crystal B. Her name is not, last name is not B. I'm just using the first initial of her last name because I'm not calling her out respectively for her own privacy. So yes, I still have my silver cross necklace, and to say thank you. So, you know, I do keep my gifts that I've received because I know that everyone who's gifted me, they know what they've given me as a gift and things. So I do keep those. I will always keep them to my last breath. So thank you, everyone. Now I will leave you so you can enjoy the rest of your evening. Until next time.